Hey, what's up guys, Sowerz here, and today I'm bringing a CoD Ghosts class setup video. I'm going to try and base these around esports settings, such as MOG and all that goodness. And yeah, so I believe that the two game types will most likely be Domination and S&D. I think Blitz is absolutely terrible, so if that's actually in the rule set, I'll be pretty surprised, but I guess we'll see. But yeah, I'm going to try and base these classes around SMGs, ARs, and some S&D classes as well. So first of all, I guess, for SMG players, you're probably wondering what's the best gun in the game. And for me, at the moment, it's definitely the Vector and the MTAR, and these are the two classes that I have as my main two classes. I'm still not 100% certain which one is better, but for me at the moment, I seem to, be preferring the Vector. I kind of change my mind most days, but the Vector seems to me to be the most powerful SMG, and it's the most versatile SMG. So you look at the Bison, the CBJ, the K7, and the Vepr, they kind of seem to be more close range. So you look at the stats and you can see they're all range based anyway, but the stats aren't really much to go off, more the actual in-game play. But the Vector and the MTAR are most definitely the most versatile SMGs, and people are kind of saying assault rifles are very powerful in this game, and that's why I think that these are the only two SMGs that are going to be viable really, because there's going to be a lot of situations where you need to challenge at long range or medium range, and when you're using one of these guns, the Vector or the MTAR, they are very much capable of outgunning an AR, especially when you have the right attachments on. And the attachments that I use for the Vector are the muzzle brake, because it gives you range, which is pretty much like a long barrel off other Call of Duties, which is very important, because obviously it gives that SMG the range to kind of make it more of a hybrid style gun. And grip, which pretty much, I've said in another video on this that grip is very good on this game. It definitely, you can see the effects massively. With the Vector, you can hold your trigger down for a long period of time, even at range, and it barely recoils. So if your shot is on point with a Vector and you've got these two attachments, you can drop people very quick at range. And okay, some of the other SMGs might be better up close, but not much better. The Vector is still very good up close. Probably, I haven't really used the others much, but the Vector seems up close very good. Medium range, very good as well. Long range, you can still make picks across map. I've done it plenty of times, as long as you burst your trigger. And like I've said in other videos as well, Modern Warfare 2 is very much similar to this game, and so when you have a UMP on Modern Warfare 2, you could challenge people at range when you're running around. You could challenge assault rifles, and I think it's a similar story with these SMGs as well. So I'd definitely recommend using those two attachments on the Vector or the MTAR. But for the MTAR, for me, a lot of people aren't using what I've been using, but I've been using the red dot and the grip, because I feel like the red dot, because this game is so good with the registration and the bullets, as soon as you aim in, because you get instant reg, it's almost like... And Sammy K's just joined the room. Hello Sammy K, how you doing, mate?
I've been in here for ages.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna kick you out anyway, so... I'm gonna kick you out, so... You mean that's alright? I'll do it while Sammy's here. I'll do it while Sammy's here. Flipping Sammy K hijacking my YouTube video right now. So yeah, pretty much. The red dot for me is pretty much essential in the MTAR because it gives you that extra range. And I think at the moment I'm preferring the Vector, but the MTAR is still up there as well. It's more, I'd say it's more preference. But the red dot, you can switch that out for a muzzle if you want. Some people are using the Hindsight and the MTAR, but I think for me the red dot is better. I haven't really tried the Hindsight. It might be something I want to try. But I'd say they're the best two SMGs at the moment. And perks wise, I'll show you my perks here. Agility, which gives you movement speed, and Ready Up. I think they're two essential perks, because the one thing you have with an SMG or an AR is that if you're able to move really quickly and strafe really quickly, that's the difference between you having an AR and you having an SMG. That's the benefit of being an SMG player, is the fact you can move around the map quick, strafe quick, stop after sprinting quick. So if you haven't got these attachments that are helping you with that even more, then you're kind of defeating the object with putting other attachments on really. So agility definitely increases your movement speed by quite a lot. You'll notice it if you haven't been using it, you put it on. So them two are essential, I think. That's pretty much dexterity, that one, Ready Up, which is obviously pretty good. Quick draw, faster aiming in, I think everybody knows that is essential as well in Call of Duty, always has been. Dead silence, I think you can sound on this game quite easily, even with dead silence, so you have to be careful. So if you haven't been using dead silence, very much would recommend that you use it, because it's very easy to sound on if you haven't got it on. And focus as well to stop the flinch. The flinch is very bad on this game if you haven't got that on. So make sure that you have got that on as well. But that does take quite a lot of the points, and that means basically that if you look at my class, I've only got a smoke, no pistol, no lethal grenade, and that's what I have on those two classes there. For domination, if I'm trying to break kills, I've got those classes on, and then I've got exactly the same class but with a Semtex on if I'm trying to hold hills. Because if you're trying to hold a hill, you don't want to be smoking a hill for the other team. You want just a Semtex instead. So as you can see, that class there is exactly the same as that one there, except for I've got a Semtex instead of a smoke. So that's kind of what I'm running as my main classes for respawn modes like Domination at the moment. Let's kind of go into more S&D style. In fact, now I'll go into the assault rifle actually. This is the main assault rifle people are using right now, is the Remington. So if you're an AR and you haven't been using it, I'd recommend trying it definitely. Red dot and grip for me seems to work well because, like I said, the grip is very good on this game. Reduces the recoil a lot, and the red dot obviously for an AR is essential as well, always has been. But this gun only has 24 bullets, but it's a 2-bullet kill at close range, and you drop people very quick, even at range as well. It's definitely the most popular AR from what I've seen in 8s from most players. But the thing with ARs is I think they're all very similar, and they're all pretty much usable. I've seen every single AR getting used. Maybe the Honey Badger not so much, but that might be more of an S&D class because it's got a silencer on it. But the MSBS very likely will get banned, so if you're using that at the moment, I'd recommend not to use it, just from what I know on that. The AK Iron Sight is a very popular one as well. Probably, I think it's the most powerful AR, along with, yeah, it's the most powerful AR, pretty sure. Along with the MSBS, but that's obviously a fully automatic AK, so it's kind of like an SMG in a way if you get Stalker on it, which I'll go into the perks in a bit for ARs. But every single AR is usable, but for me, I'd say the Remington, from what I've seen, is the most frustrating gun to play against because you die so quick. You really don't get a chance to outshoot somebody, but the other ARs give you more of a chance to get like a free piece because you've got a bigger clip. But you know, because the Remington kill time's quicker, essentially you could drop people quicker anyway with a fewer bullets. But like I said, that's preference. I haven't played too much with the ARs, but that's mainly going off what other people have used and from what I've used in my time in Publix mainly. For me at the start, I did like the SA 805, but yeah, like I said, Remington is probably the one I prefer. But all of them are very good. All ARs are very good, which is good for the game. Good to see a bit of like versatile gameplay, people using different guns. So yeah, I guess that kind of runs down the ARs. I've got a Semtex on that as well, because mainly with an AR you're going to be holding down areas rather than trying to push a hill. That's more a smoke's more, or a stun is more for an SMG player, I'd say. So going into the S&D classes, for me this is one that I made with a silenced K7 because the silencer comes on it. Obviously it's the best option to use because it gives you more room to have other attachments. I've got SMGs to give it a bit more power and grip and a smoke. And what I've done with my perks is basically I've got this exact same as my SMG classes for respawn, but I've taken off focus and put on an additional tactical grenade along with unlimited sprint, so that when I'm rushing I've got 2 smoke grenades which I can spam anywhere on the map. Obviously unlimited sprint, lightweight, I've pretty much got all the perks to make me the quickest I can be in the game, and I'll be able to rush like middle streets on depending on what the map is, or rush down alleys very quickly with a silenced SMG. And from what I've used of it, it has worked quite a bit. But once I get more knowledge of S&D, you know, I think that's a class that could be used to kind of catch people off guard. But this is one of the first CoDs, if not the first CoD, where you can have 2 smokes, which I think people will eventually realise how good that is, because you can pretty much cut off an area, you know, such as an open middle road on Warhawk. With 2 smokes, you can cut off the whole road. And as long as somebody hasn't got a thermal sight on their gun, which actually might be a good option to put this on as well, which I can't remember what the perk is, where it gives you gives you resistance to thermal sights. It's probably along here somewhere, but that'll be good to have as well, just in case people do use thermals on snipers. But that's very much a good rushing class. Just coming to the 9-minute mark, so I've got time to kind of go through a bit more. And for me, this is my main S&D class with a sniper. I have only got 1 attachment on it because this sniper is very powerful as it is, and the scope I really do like anyway. But this attachment gives it more power. It decreases the accuracy, but that's just a load of crap, because all that does is it basically makes your gun kick more. But when you're sniping, really, it doesn't really matter how bad the kick is too much. You're looking to make the first hit, not the second one, so that's all you really need. And because I've only got 1 attachment, it gives me more room to have other things. And if I look at the perks, you'll see what I've got on here. I've got Overkill, which is obviously taking up 3. Focus, in case I do get shot with the sniper, because I think the snipers on this game are very much, they're more like assault rifles with a scope on. It feels to me like they're very easy to use. So if you have focus, when you get shot, you can definitely make kills. Quick draw, so you're aiming quicker, and dead silence pretty much a given. and no tactical nades, but I've obviously got a Vector with grip. So yeah, I mean, pretty much exactly the same as my Black Ops 2 class in a way. Score streaks I won't go into just yet because I'm not sure they're going to be in the rule set or not. So yeah, I kind of didn't run through the AR perks either, so I'll go through that again. I've got Stalker on, which is essential. You need that definitely for movement. Quick Draw, Dead Silence, and Focus. So pretty much the ones you'd expect, like I say. But that's just my thoughts on it. I mean, I've been playing the game for about 5 days now, obviously. So I know the game's only been out a day. So if people are wondering how the hell, you know, can I make judgments that soon, it's because I've had the game early. But yeah, that's my kind of thoughts so far. I think those two SMGs are the best for the most versatile gameplay, which I think on this game you'll need to keep up with the ARs. But other than that, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed it and you found it helpful, please drop a like. And I will see you in the next video. I should be streaming probably right about now, so I should be streaming today. Didn't stream yesterday, I had some problems earlier on with my internet, but today I will be streaming, so check that out if you've got any time. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time, and take it easy.